ndị ba ekene m unu asị n'ụbọchị nke taa adịrị na mma anyị sịkwa ka nke echiri ya zelụ dịka o si dị ya bụ Eastern News 24 ka isi na-ewetara unu ya bụ nnukwu ozi dị oke mkpa gbasịta maka ya bụ ife na-eme n'obodo nọ n'ime ya ana nwere onwe ndị Igbo na-azọ anyị agbapụ na ọsọ ịna ife anyị wee n'ụbọchị nke taa erika unu na n'iru akwụ ya bụ the minister na-represent Finland na Nigeria. Unu gee ntị na n'ụbọchị tata na according to the news headlines that Nigerian government pressurize the Finland on the update for them to lend this for the rendition of Mass Simon Ekpa from Finland to Nigeria. Oya bi phenomenon. So I will tell you yabu ife kuno ya na ntunu na mbu kuno ife ndị Finland government reply to Nigerian government. Then unu gesize ya bi ife unu gekuzie nke nwanne anyị nwoke kosi chịkọtazie ya bụ ife ọkụwakwuru ya ọfụma n'usoro anyị ga-aghọta ya. All right, over to you.
In a not very say constructive manner, then indeed we have taken this up and discussed this with the Nigerian authorities in full collaboration. And the entire process is within our judicial system, and in Finland who operates very strictly by the rule of law, such as we see that Nigeria is doing as well. It is not the political question, but it is a question to the judicial system. And both our judicial systems do collaborate on this matter, and we hope that we will be able to close it soon. What comes to education, indeed, I guess all of us in the Nordics pride ourselves of focusing very much on human capital and education, since in order to thrive and prosper, we not only need stability and trust in our societies, but we also need for the possibility for each and every individual, independent of where he or she comes from, the possibility to thrive in her life based on education and the ability to work and be an entrepreneur. And indeed, just today I had the chance to meet with the Finnish embassy staff here, and I was very intrigued by the growing number of student visa applications and work permit applications that Nigerians and other people in the region are putting through our embassy and our consular services. And we are obviously very glad for the interest, and we are processing each and every application with the thoroughness it needs. And we are very open and welcoming to new talents to Finland. And of course, also from the point of view that we know that it's very beneficial for people to perhaps study elsewhere and maybe return someday to build Nigeria's future as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'll be pleased to address the last question, the one on energy collaboration. I think that was directed.
Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. The Finland Foreign Minister has assured Nigerian government that they hope to close the Simon Ekpa matter very soon. What is he talking about? What does he mean by that? That is what we're going to talk about in this video. Welcome to my channel, where we discuss everything and all things politics, economy, and development in Nigeria and around the world. The government of Finland has assured of a high-level collaboration between the Nordic country and Nigeria over the activities of the one of the leaders of the indigenous people of Biafra, Simon Ekpa. Now, the foreign minister of Finland, Miss Elina Votenen, was in Nigeria recently, and she gave assurance during a press conference organized to strengthen ties between Nigeria and 5 Nordic countries after their meeting with top government officials of Nigeria, led by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Yusuf Tuga, in Abuja. The Finnish minister said, and I quote, "We have taken this up." Now, what we have taken this up, she was talking about the issue of the activities of the indigenous people of Biafra as it relates to Simon Ekpa. The foreign minister said, "We have taken this up and are collaborating with the Nigerian government. The entire process is within our judicial system, and it operates strictly by the rule of law. We believe that Nigeria is doing that as well. It is not a political question, but it is a question of the judicial system. And both our judicial systems collaborate on this matter. We hope that we will be able to close this soon." Now, the Finnish ambassador is assuring Nigerian government that they are going to finish the Simon Ekpa matter very soon. What was Nigerian government seeking from the Finnish government? Nigerian government is seeking the extradition of Simon Ekpa from Finland to Nigeria over his alleged involvement in terrorism activities in Nigeria. The Nigerian government is alleging and telling the Finnish government that Simon Ekpa has instigated violence that have led to loss of lives, including the killing of security men in southeast Nigeria, that they should extradite him to Nigeria to answer for his alleged crime. That's what Nigeria is demanding from Finland. Now, Finland is saying that in Finland they follow the due process, rule of law. That rule of law is, they follow the rule of law. And that rule of law is being followed by the judiciary. But she was assuring Nigeria that the matter will soon be brought to a close. The foreign minister did not indicate what he meant by bringing the matter to a close. Bringing the matter to a close, is it that they are going to extradite Simon Ekpa from Finland to Nigeria to be put on trial like Nnamdi Kanu, or that they are going to try him in Finland there? Because there are certain countries, if somebody accuses you of instigating terrorism act, there are some countries, if it's in the United States, you can be tried in the United States. If it's in UK, you can be tried in UK. And I don't know whether Nigeria and Finland has extradition agreement, because that is a very tedious process. It's a very tedious process, because we are talking about the Western world, where you can see the foreign minister talking about that they follow rule of law. So Simon Ekpa can hire a very good lawyer that will ensure that he's not extradited to Nigeria. The same thing was, this is also similar to what happened when Nnamdi Kanu was in UK. Nigeria couldn't ask Britain to extradite him. What eventually they did was to embark on illegal rendition by renditioning him from another country. In the case of Nnamdi Kanu, Kenya. So it's a very dicey situation. I don't know how effective this assurance by Finland could be. But I think that is, in the Western world, this rule of law issue is one of the things that those who run the Western world stand better chance of not being held accountable, even in their country of origin, because they will provide all the legal services they need. And all these countries, they are not like African countries where they can, make offer to the government of the day and they will just act and pretend to look the other way. Because look at in the case of Nnamdi Kanu, I would not be surprised if even the Kenyan government was aware of what they did. I would not be surprised for Nigeria to go to Kenya and rendition him from Kenya. There is a likelihood that the Kenyan government will be aware. But in this Western world, it's a bit tricky. That's why even with the assurances that the Finnish government is giving, I don't think that they can be able to extradite Ekpa that easily. Besides, Nigeria itself is a country that diplomatic-wise, Nigeria has lost a lot of aura of power, of authority in the international community. This is not the Nigeria we know before. This is not the Nigeria we know before that the international community can bow to Nigeria's pressure. That's why even with these assurances is given, the Finnish foreign minister is given, I doubt that is her assurance that they will extradite Simon Ekpa very soon, that they will close the chapter very soon. I don't even see the political will among the leadership in Nigeria in pursuing Simon Ekpa. Because to be frank, I think the Nigerian system seems to even enjoy all this instability in the southeast, which was started under the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. So I don't think they're even looking for lasting peace in that region. That's the tragic situation about the whole matter. But in any case, we keep on watching what is developing in this kind of matter, because we're talking about issue that has to do with peace and security in the southeast. I remember that the late Ohanese leader, Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, he did a lot to try to convince Simon Ekpa to embrace peace in the interest of Southeast development. But Iwanyanwu was unsuccessful in bringing that young man to understand the reason why Southeast needs peace desperately. Because at the end of the day, Southeast has paid a huge price for insecurity. And is still paying that huge price for insecurity. This is because so many people have needlessly died because of what is happening in the Southeast. And no right-thinking person will want Southeast to continue to be under that climate. Other parts of Nigeria are going ahead developing their part of the country. So Southeast need peace. They did a lot under Iwana, as I said earlier. But someone like Ekpa did not embrace the peace offers that they were making to him. So sometimes the whole thing looks frustrating. And then the Nigerian government is not even helping matters. That is why the Finnish government can also take advantage of the lack of political will on the part of Nigeria to be dribbling the country on this matter. Because if really Nigeria and Finland want to ensure lasting peace in Southeast, they can be able to do it. They can be able to do it. If truly Nigeria has the political will, Nigerian leadership has the political will for lasting peace in Southeast, they can be able to do it. They can be able to call all the major stakeholders and resolve whatever is the reason why there is violence, insecurity, and killings in the Southeast. But until then, this channel will continue to monitor what is the latest development, like this kind of statement coming from the Finnish ambassador. So we're going to keep on watching and see how far. This is not the first time they are giving assurance. Remember that some time ago, the Finnish government even arrested Simon Ekpa, but eventually they released him. All following their own rule of law. So it's a very dicey situation, but it's something that can be resolved if you have a government that has the political will to ensure peace in the Southeast. That's my take on the assurances by the Finnish foreign minister that they are working to bring the matter to a close, the matter of Simon Ekpa to a close.
And when the bank was that nenu, a kifi would equal Basamaka before 1 night woke with the live no bossingata ni wakona Eastern News 24. Kifi would equal na Bastano dinkegi ni oka CD teacher. A dela in a comment. The bicycle bozi. Wakemesian